Hello and welcome to my community on Afrocentrik TV channel 27.9. My name is Kolawole Akinmuyiwa, and this is that station that revolves around the Africans in diaspora, especially here in the Houston metro area. We bring to you events, occurrences, anything that will project the African diaspora in a better limelight. My name is Kola once again, and here today we will be discussing the event that precedes us that will be coming up this weekend. It's not new. This is going to be the 10th anniversary, but I believe it's older than that because I remember being at the very first one and subsequent ones in between because I'm usually away at this time of the year. But fortunately, my flight got canceled this Saturday, so yay, I'm going to witness this one. And to talk about the event is none other than our friend. Of course, she's been, I don't know how many, I've been here longer than she has. So I would say, because I've known her for a minute now. I mean, a minute when she was still a young, bubbly young lady, brilliant, beautiful and everything, elegant, classy, and yet still having fun. But now, she's a mother. Please help me welcome Mrs. no longer Mrs. Abby Cotton-Thomas. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're already laughing. I'm just trying to introduce now.
You said all those things as though they were past tense. It's still true.
It's past tense now. Mrs. never used to be a part of the title.
Sure.
But now it is. And then there was never a Thomas, but now there's you have to Abby Cotton-Thomas. I'm like, okay, I need to get used to that. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's good to have you at any point in time here in Houston, and especially in our studio. Let me let you, because for some reason I saw a lot of migration from outside of Houston to Houston, right? So a lot of people might not know who you are, and I always, especially those, not especially, but at least you should know that I have personal relationship with some people before some business, right? So yeah. They may not know who you are. I would need you to talk, because if I need to start doing the introduction myself, I think I'll write a full page or two. So I know you can keep it brief for us. So let me allow you to introduce yourself and your relationship to. First of all, I need to talk about who you are as a person.
Okay, no problem.
And then your relationship, with Namc and Afrifest.
Sure. Okay, so my name is Abby Cotton-Thomas, as you said. I'm a lawyer and an engineer. I went to the University of Houston for both undergrad and law school, and I've been active in the Nigerian American Multicultural Council for the past 11 out of 12 years, because we've been in existence for about 12 years.
I thought so.
And, I got involved back then in one of the mentorship programs that we have. And then right after that, we started planning the first ever Festival of African Arts, Culture, and Entertainment, which is now called Houston Afrifest. That was about 11, 12 years ago, like you said. In fact, maybe it's 12 years. So maybe we've been around for 13 years. Yeah.
So now I still have the jersey. Oh, not the shirt. The shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. The white and green. Yeah, I still have it. Okay.
So yeah, I participated in the first planning committee for that first one 12 years ago. And it's been, the rest is history. I've been active with Namc since then. I've done a few different roles with Namc.
Yeah, I was going to say you play different roles.
Yeah, I like wearing different hats. Right now, I'm the Vice President of Public Relations and Special Projects.
You heard that. and that's her just keeping it, she never talked about her law practice or having worked as the, what do you call it? When you're the boss of the black attorneys or black.
I wasn't their boss, so.
No, whatever she says.
I led the organization, yes.
Who is leading? Who leads the boss? I know it might just be strange, because this is personal, you should understand that. All right, well, let's talk about Afrifest. So for people that just moved to Houston and have no idea what Afrifest is, before we define or tell them about what Afrifest is, let's break it back to Namc. Namc is the Nigerian American Multicultural Council.
That's right.
However, it never used to be Namc. Has it always been Namc?
It was once Nigerian American Multicultural Center.
Yeah, because that's, yeah, okay.
And so at the beginning of the organization, we wanted to build a community center. And that's still one of our goals. if anyone wants to donate a big check or a small check, we will take it.
If you want partnership, I might have a concept.
Okay, yeah. Absolutely. So that was one of the original goals of Namc, in addition to sharing the culture of Nigeria and Africa. That's what Afrifest does. Educating our community and providing mentorship for our community. That's what we do with our career discovery series, with our college readiness, with our executive roundtables. Those are all ways that we provide mentorship within the community and outside of the community. And then we also have added civic engagement, making sure that our members and our constituents are educated on what's happening in the city. And really the founders that created Namc were thinking about how they got here, however it was, whether they were born here or they came here to work or they came here to school. And they realized they haven't gone back to Nigeria as quickly as they thought they might.
Right.
And their kids are here, or their extended family is here, or they're here for a long time.
And they still want to imbibe the culture.
Yes, they want to make sure they keep the culture, that their kids keep the culture. And so Namc is trying to build a vibrant community that is integrated with Houston and with Texas and with Americans, that shows the positive of Nigeria and Africa to the community at large. So that's kind of what we're about.
So from experience, now we're going to come back to Afrifest, right? For Namc, with everything she had said, right? I need you to understand that if you want to learn about the culture of Nigeria, if you need mentorship, from this, everywhere you go, you will always hear Nigeria, Nigerians, right? It's like there's a dominance somewhere, somehow. And they are very, very successful. And these are also young Nigerian, very vibrant, and, being mentored by also the older ones, which is the beauty of it, right? So if you think it's something you want to be a part of, I think they are still open. We're still going to talk about that. If you want to be a part, because I think there's membership for that.
There is.
Yeah, so we will get to that. But then there's an event that they do every year, not just one, but I think they do 2 or 3. There's a gala also, right?
Yes, we have
but this time we want to talk about, we're focusing on the Afrifest. So I need her to talk about that Afrifest part of Namc, which is a festival that don't let me say that, but you say it. So tell us about Afrifest. I was almost, I enjoy, you should be able to tell that these are the things that keeps me going. I love anything that promotes us, as Africans, especially us Nigerians here in diaspora. Being a Houstonian, it's a way for me to say something with pride,
Absolutely.
So yeah, please let us know what Afrifest is about and what they do.
Sure. So Afrifest is about allowing Africans and others to experience Africa. And so the original name was Festival of African Arts, Culture, and Entertainment.
Yeah.
And so we have a little bit of all of that. So we have a vendor marketplace. I'll start there with the vendor marketplace. In the vendor marketplace, we have lots of different business owners who have their arts and their crafts and their whatever they do in the community, and they have it on display. They share that with the community. It's a way for us to put dollars back into our community. Then we have on the stage, we have more culture, more entertainment. We have people doing drums. We have people dancing. We have folks doing storytelling, teaching the culture in a way that is enjoyable to the person that's watching.
If you've ever been to Mardi Gras, if you've ever been to any of these festivals, this is similar to that, only that this one, you will learn something. It's not just all fun. You will learn something also. You'd have something to take home with you, something that will still be a part of you till God calls, right? So I think it's a place to be, if you ask me, but I'll let her finish. I just have to keep throwing in lights into everything she said, because I've been a part of this, not just working with them, promoting the event, but also being in attendance over the years. Like I said, the very first one I was a witness to. My kids were there too. They loved it. So now I've been inviting people personally that they come, and we tend to okay, I'll see you on Saturday. I'll see you on Saturday. And it's been like that over the years. So yes, please keep us informed about the Afrifest.
Sure. So you brought up your kids. I have a story. It's one of my favorite stories about Afrifest. My godchildren, when they were born, I think they were probably around 6 months old. Their their mom, my best friend, brought them. They are twins. And I have a picture of me holding one of them in each arm. And every year we try to reproduce the picture. So you can see over time, you know, them growing and Afrifest growing as well. So we have a kids zone. So this is a family-friendly event. Everyone is welcome to come. The kids can play in the kids zone. We have bounce houses. We have a soft play area for little kids. We have the African storytelling I was telling you about, face painting, balloons, coloring, all kinds of things. Yes, please. So we can move on to the culinary zone. So this year we have we've added Kenyan barbecue, Senegalese food.
Nice. Okay.
Then of course you have your Nigerian food.
Wazobia
is our presenting sponsor. And then we have other Nigerian restaurants and caterers that are also in the culinary zone. And then of course if you're thirsty, we've got lemonade, we've got zobo, we've got suya in the mix. Lots of different types of food that you can eat. And then another part that shares the culture is the Africa zone. In the Africa zone, we've partnered with different African communities, and they showcase their culture at their tents. And so we have partnered with Cameroon, with South Africa, with Rwanda, with Uganda. There's different countries that are in the Africa zone. And so there's a little bit of everything for everyone. It's going to be awesome.
You see, there's nothing as beautiful as not just, you know, coming to see if it's going to be a Nigerian thing, but again, it's an African thing, because we are one, if you ask me.
Yes.
Right? And it's usually the location. Tell us about the location now.
Sure. It's at Houston Christian University, which if you were not paying attention the last 2 years, you might not realize that that's the same as Houston Baptist University.
I was going to say that. The HCU is now HBU.
Yes, it was.
HBU,
Yes, it's HBU, but it's now HCU. It's at 7502 Fondren. At the center of the campus, there's a beautiful green space, and that's where we have the festival. I wonder if we'll be able to have like a drone shot where it shows it empty and then shows it live with all of the
But I thought y'all did that last year.
Maybe. We have drone shots, but I don't know if we get the before.
Oh, the before, because it's usually during, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I see.
But we have up to 91 this year. This is the biggest marketplace that we've ever had. But we have 91 tents, lots of people involved, and we want, you know, as many people to come and enjoy it.
Just not just come and enjoy. You know, there's a thing to take with you. You have the opportunity to buy African clothing, you know, beads, accessories, just name it. There's a lot of things that is usually out there. There's going to be painters that will be, you know, doing face painting. There's also people that does their painting, you know, caricature of yourself, of course. And these are very, very gifted and talented guys. So I think it's a place to be. But personally, I never miss, well, except of course I'm out of the country. But if I'm here, like I'm here now, I'm definitely going to be there. That's a guarantee. And now I usually take my children with me. For once, you take, you know, these American children, you take them out, and it's always, especially when they have a mind of their own. Daddy, can we go home now? Can we go now? Thank God they can drive by themselves now. And guess what? They don't get tired when it comes to Afrifest. They always want to stay till the end. Now I get tired, and I'm like, because we keep walking on my, I'm like, okay, I want to go home. That can we wait a little longer? And I'm thinking, okay, I like this change. So it tells you so much about what you bring to the table, right? So, because you see people, when they don't have fun and enjoy or learn from something, they want to run away from it. But when they're enjoying it, but when there's something to learn, something to grasp, you know, they tend to wait behind. And that tells you a lot about these children when they attend. So bring them out there. And by the way, and I'll say this on your behalf, pre-sale tickets are just $5. This is as good as free, but we know if you commit $1 to something, you tend to like want to do something about it, right? So, but the kids are free. Students are free. Come with your ID, though. Don't say you're a student without an ID. You know, and then the veterans are free, and also the seniors are free. Again, you said the location is at Houston Christian University, former HBU, Houston Baptist University. The address is 7502 Fondren, and that's Houston, Texas 77074. And to get the tickets, tell us where they can get tickets?
Sure. If you want to go directly to Eventbrite, the link for that is afrifest2023.eventbrite.com. You can also go to our website to learn more about Namc, learn more about Afrifest. That's namchouston.org / Afrifest if you want to go straight to the Afrifest page.
Yeah. So, but before we tune this down a little, I want us to talk about becoming a member. You know, maybe this part she never talked about, but I will snitch on them. This is not a snitch, by the way. It's just a way for you. If you think you're looking for an African, young, good-looking man like me, but a younger version, beautiful woman like I be, you know, you can come over there. There are lots of vibrant African. Why are you laughing? It's the truth. You know, you go to places where you can. So tell me, if I'm sitting in my house and I need a girlfriend, or I'm trying to marry an African, a Nigerian. If I sit in my house and I'm watching them on TV, they're never gonna come to me. I go to where they are. That's where you meet them. Like I said, I met my wife at a friend's party, a friend's birthday party, and we met them. We connected now. 20 years counting down. We are still strong, and that's what I'm saying. So come out there, if for nothing, even if you don't like fashion or you don't like food, you will like woman, and woman you will like man. Come out there. It is a place where you mix, and everybody is more relaxed then, so nobody is tense. And even when you say hello, they're not going to look at your accent like, you know, someone like they told us when we first came to America, that we were fresh off the boat. Me, that was wearing kakana up and down. And I tell me, I just keep on. I mean, you can tell anyway, be you an American, be you a Nigerian, a Ghanaian, or Cameroonian, or a Sierra Leonean, or whatever, Congolese, please come out there. Let's be one. Let's come together. Let's, and then so she can tell you about the membership just right now. And you can be a part of it, and there's no discrimination. I'll tell you that much. Yep. It's all love. You will experience this firsthand the moment you walk into that venue that day. But before then, let's let Abby tell us about how you can become a member and what the membership entails.
Sure. So we welcome anyone to join us, as you've said. In fact, I can say that some of my best non-Nigerian friends I made through Namc. And really with Afrifest because of the partnerships we have with the other countries. And actually, I did not mention this year, we've expanded to include the Afro-Caribbean diaspora. So we actually have community partners from Barbados. We've partnered with the Houston Caribbean Professionals Association. I think we have a performance by Trinidad and Tobago. So the whole African diaspora is part of this. But if you'd like to be a Namc member, you can go online to our website, namchouston.org. There's a place for you to click join us. And it's free. You don't have to pay anything to be a member. And by joining us, you show that you support the mission, and you'll help us in our different ways that we're trying to advance our mission, including building that center that we talked about at the beginning. But membership, once you're a member, you'll get our emails. We have regular networking events where you can meet other people. I won't say that everybody's looking for somebody, but the
I don't go there to look for nobody.
Exactly, me either. But if you were, there are people, and it's great networking. I mean, it's
I'm talking about professionals.
Yes, we have, as you know, Nigerians are very educated. So we have people
hardworking.
Also hardworking. We have people from all kinds of different industries and professions. And then we have, you know, another good part of Namc is our cross-generation.
Right. So the older, the younger,
all in the same room, all going after the same purpose. I got to say, I don't have another Nigerian organization that's like Namc.
No, Namc, of course. Except, and most of these guys from Paya are also a part of Namc anyway. Often, you know, so it just feels like the professional Association of Young Africans are just in the middle right there, but then they are a part of Namc, just like the mother of them all. That's the way I see it. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's the way I see it.
Right. We partner a lot with Paya, and Paya's an
I know, because a lot of them are part of your team anyway. So,
but once you join, you'll get all of our emails. You can join us at any of our events or our networking events. Come to the gala, be a mentor, be mentored, and then, you know, we'll keep it going and hopefully get our mission accomplished.
You heard that. I'm telling you, so this is a place you need to be. For me to say, I used to not be able to say this, that I don't go out a lot. I used to be out there. I'll tell you that much. But, and I'm saying it to you right now that it's a place to be. If you want to enjoy just an evening of fun, you want to enjoy the culture, you want to understand how people relate, there's going to be very, 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 very good music. Of course, Afrobeat has taken over the world, not is taken, but has taken over the world. There's going to be cultural dancing, there's going to be drums, there's going to be performances, there's going to be acts, there's going to be storytelling, there's going to be fashion, art display, there's going to be food, my best part. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and lots of drinks. Of course, we don't do alcohol. As you can see, this is Houston Christian University. No alcohol. You can take that to the house. So after the whole event, you go to a bar nearby. But yeah, we don't promote that on there because we need you to be sane, to be calm. And so, no, don't laugh. Let's advise these people. They need to know this is Houston. We don't play that, especially here in Houston area. But anyway, I'll do a quick recap for what the event on Saturday is going to be like, right? So for you to, and you always need volunteers though, right? So, yes. But I guess is there opportunity for people to volunteer?
Yes, we're still accepting volunteers. And it's nice when you're a volunteer, you don't need to pay. You come early, volunteer, stay for the rest of the day, or come early and then volunteer late, whichever one. And you can find a link to volunteer on our website. On the website
too, and that's namchouston.org. So the quick recap is this is the 2023 Houston Afrifest, where you experience Africa at its best. It's their 10th anniversary, official 10th anniversary. It's going to be this Saturday, November 4th, 2023. It starts at 11 a.m. and ends at 7 p.m., right? It's going to be at the Houston Christian University. That's the former Houston Baptist University, right? And the same address is 7502 Fondren Road, Houston, Texas, 77074. And to get your ticket, you can check it out on Eventbrite, and that's Afrifest Houston.
Afrifest2023.eventbrite.com.
So, but I have www.namchouston, that's ANAMCHouston.org/Afrifest. And there's always a number to call, just for some of us that usually like to talk to someone. So you don't think you've been spoofed. It's 713-568-9450. And for emails, for inquiries, you can do info@namchouston.org or afrifest@namchouston.org. Again, tickets pre-sale is $5. Kids getting for free, students with ID getting for free, veterans getting for free, and so are seniors. So I do look forward to seeing you there. And Abby, now Mrs. Thomas, it's always nice to see you.
You too. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. All right, well, you guys stay out of trouble. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome to my community on Afrocentrik TV channel 27.9. My name is Kolawole Akinmuyiwa. I am your host on my community today. Here in Houston, where we'll talk about, the occurrences in the Houston area as it affects us in diaspora. And this is that station, of course, that revolves around us here in the Houston area. Initially, we talked about, the events coming up this weekend on November the 4th, this Saturday. But again, another event happened this past weekend that we need to talk about, right? It's one of our best, if not our best, events, because that's where we get to showcase and appreciate those that have been doing us proud here in the Houston area of Texas. And we'll talk about the Nigerian Africans in General, award, which is centered around the excellence, the values, and the achievements of individuals, organizations, businesses, and everything in between. And we had the opportunity to also honor some of our prominent members in this society where we call our community here in the Houston area. And to talk about that is none other than our CEO, our boss, our guy, the brain behind most of the things that you see here on our channel. He's always behind the camera, so you might never, ever think he is the one. So joining me to talk about this past event, our Afrocentrik EVA Award 2023, is Mr. Wale Van Alasaji.
Yeah, good evening to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for having me in the studio. Yes.
Well, so see how humbly he just well, good evening and everything. Anyway, coming back to it, Mr. Ole, give us a quick recap of what happened, what led to the awards, and then how it happened, the brain behind, I mean, not just the brain, the people behind the scene, that worked effortlessly to make it a glamorous event.
That's a lot.
It is. We have to unpack it. People need to understand. We have to appreciate these people.
All right. So typically, Africans in diaspora are, people who go about their daily, jobs, put in so much efforts, give their very best, and make some money in living the American dream. So, but as you will know, anytime we have negative activities or issues come up, that's when you see Africans,
being mentioned
in the mainstream media. So, and that's not good, because if you want to report the bad things that we do, why not balance it out?
It can be balanced.
Whenever we do good things, celebrate us.
It can never be balanced, Mr.
The minute people who do bad things are not compared to
the number
majority
of goods, right?
that are
and
doing
that's why I said
good.
It can never be balanced, Mr. Alan. I apologize for trying to interject, because whenever I hear anything bad about Africans, it's usually Nigerians or a few Ghanaians or here and there, right? So it's one bad apple. They say, can spoil the bunch, right?
Yeah.
So why I said it can never be balanced is because there are lots of Africans doing greater things here in the Houston area, people that are not known. Also, I'll urge you to talk about two other categories that needs to be included in the next award. If you may, please, I'm urging you publicly. That's why I didn't talk to him about this in private. I want it to be a national TV thing, so you people can see it and hear, bear me witness. Before I talk about them, though, I just need to change that narrative that there are lots of Africans doing greater things. It's only a few. When I say a few, maybe a minute percentage of them doing, these bad things and giving us bad names, and then that's what the mainstream media wants to project. We're talking about, people that does fraud or 419 or whatever it is you want to call it, scam. They probably make up about less than 1% of
Maybe
Africans,
less than 5%,
of Africans in diaspora.
thing.
But then you want to rope us all in that are doing great, that are doing fantastic, that are working endlessly, effortlessly to make things right and to change the narrative.
Yeah,
So
people do 2-3 jobs just to make a living.
They
We
might
don't
as-
celebrate them.
we don't celebrate them. So, which is one of the reasons why you can tell I'm getting like all emotional about this. This is why this award thing makes a lot of sense to us. We've been doing it, and thanks to Mr. Ole, whose brainchild is this award show. We talked about, people that have been excellent in whatever it is they are doing. They've laid their hands on people that bring value to our community. They are achievers in our community, and they've lent helping hands even to many from the back end. Just like, for example, Mr. Ole, I'll use an example. Now, pardon me for this. I know it's on public TV. You have to pardon me. For years, I was never a part of Afrocentrik TV. It used to be called Vineyard TV.
No, you started out as Afrocentrik with a C.
Afrocentrik TV. Then it came Vineyard
you went
TV.
down and came back and became Vineyard TV. And I think a year and a half or two, Then we now
changed it back to Afrocentric television, and that's when I joined.
And that was since 2013, February 2013.
Yeah, but I think I joined 2000 and maybe 17
or
18, 17, yeah.
Sure.
So and since then it's been on another level, and that is why this award thing is dear to our hearts. We take it to heart, and a lot of people are saying their thing, and it never bothers me, because we know how much effort we put into this, and we can only get better. And thanks to the feedback from everyone, on this particular one, it was a huge success. We started early. We started a little late, but not as late as it was last year. But then we were able to finish early too,
on time.
not as late as we did last year. Last year we almost ran till midnight, but this time was a little.
This time we finished 10:07,
something like that. So you can imagine. We said we're going to finish at 7:50.
We're going to finish at
9:50. Sorry, then we finish at 10:07. That's 17 minutes. I think we're getting better. Imagine from hours to only 17 minutes. But by next year, I'm sure and I'm certain we are going to do better. So, Mr. Ole, give us some of the highlights. So you have to forgive me. It was something that keeps me in my mind that we need to let people understand what we're doing, what we did. But before I ask the next question, I think the next category that I said we need to add to next year is we never ever celebrate our servicemen. Yeah. We
that's to public service.
Not just public. I'm talking about the military, police officers.
Okay.
These are the people that keeps us safe. On the streets. Nationally, locally, from the college police officer to the city, county, state. The troopers, and there are lots of Africans in these. Service fields, and we never honor them. I think we need to. And then there's one, I know we talked about this before the main award. There are individuals amongst us that are achievers, silent achievers. And they don't mind being silent. They enjoy it. But I think the world needs to know they are heroes. So I think on the next one, we need to have what we call the category of Lifetime Achievement Award to a particular person in a certain industry. I think the next one should be in the entertainment industry, because that's one of the things that is big now in the
it's not so because of the Afrobeats.
So we should have one, and there are particular people that are amongst us that we should do a little research on, and we need to honor them. We just
again, it is like I keep, iterating this. It's a community thing. It's a communal effort. We cannot just do it by ourselves as Afrocentric. We need the community to participate, and help us to bring out the very best, the people, that we don't know that you probably know are doing great stuff, So they need to recommend these people. Like you said, some people are silent achievers. They don't like their names out there. But one or two individuals know. So why not just,
let us know.
Let us know so we can, bequeath them with the
honor
rights,
that is deserving of them.
For them.
Yes. So this year is different from last year. Last year we did not publish the statistics of the votes to eradicate doubts that maybe some people were given awards on merit or by choice, or by votes. So that will always be an issue. But at least I think we need to clear
the hair.
Our part of this. We did not do it. We did not use AI to generate any vote. People were out there. There were some people last year that never knew they were even nominated. Even when we tagged them, they never checked that. Apparently, we probably tagged their business name as opposed to their, and people that love them, that have used their services, voted for them, and they won. But people thought, it was us, internal people that nominated them. These people we don't have a personal relationship with. you know, but they won anyway.
Yeah.
And this year was a lot, and we tried to do something this year different. You know, we did, maybe you want to talk about what we did differently this year.
As in,
for voting, things. You know, because the criteria is you must have been, for people to be nominated, you must have been in business in the Houston area for at least 2 years, right? You must have done something for the community that the community will benefit from. And what is the third criteria?
You must be making impact.
Impact.
You know, people are seeing your impact. That is
in the community.
The most important thing, because if it's like we said, it's the community. If you are not making impact
and the impact has to be positive,
who's going to vote?
We need
of course,
to know
definitely there can't be any notorious impact. You know, so if you are not making the most important thing aspect of it, because it's the community voting. So if you don't make impact, people cannot vote for you. So going back to what you said about clearing the hair, you know, it's been the same process all through. What we do is send out messages for people to send in nominations. It's not, we don't even have a part to play in this whole process. We don't.
Our part,
We're just
however, is to share
and collating all these things
to
just
make
to make
sure people get the
sure
info.
everything goes the way it's supposed to go. So once people nominated, which we had entries, we had several entries. So in one particular category, for instance, you can have like there was almost 27 nominees in one category.
Right.
And we can't bring everybody on board. Definitely not. So what we did was screen down to 5, or the max we had was 7.
So what are those processes that you use to screen people?
That, for you to make it into that process, out of all the 27 people, the people who had the most nominations, some people, 10 people nominated them. Some people, 1 person nominated them. You know, so we had to choose the first 7, you know, for that category based on the number of people that nominated you. So that was how we were able to scale into that. And then moving forward into the voting,
even before that, Mr. Oli, after that process of getting the highest number of votes, right? Nominations rather. Yeah. Then what we did again was to screen those people to make sure they've been in Houston area, they are in Houston, because we have lots of people that were from Dallas, from outside of, because they've done business in Houston at the point. So a lot of people thought they were probably in Houston. So we have to screen that to make sure they are actually Houston-based business or individuals or organizations. And then the third process is that they've been in business for at least 2 years right here in the Houston area. And then the third is, are they contributing towards the growth of the economy in our society or in our community? So those were criteria that we used to screen them. Then they move on to the next, which is now the voting. Now it's up to them. We let them understand that these are because there was a thing we shared on all social media platforms for people to know that these are all the nominees in this category that people can now vote for. So it is up to you to send it out to your people to vote for you. Or when people see it and they know that for sure this is my candidate, then they cast their votes.
Some people actually even took that, took our logo, put the picture, sent out to their people to vote. So they personalized the whole thing. So
and that's what happened. Now we can't discount the votes. Your people love you; they vote for you, and you can't use the same email for sure twice because it's going to count against you. So during the filtration process, if the same email comes in twice, it screens out one and retains one only. So and that's how it's been. That's how people were able to, get their votes right. And there was a deadline for October the 6th.
Yeah, which was like
it was a Friday,
1 month into the voting.
So, right. So we had to extend it because we extended the the date for the awards, because remember the award was initially slated for the first, and then it was now moved to the 29th, right? And then we extended the voting process, voting period to the 6th of October. And so that gave us time to collate, to screen, to do everything. And then the statistics is there, which I believe our boss is going to be able to. We might publish,
we might not, but I mean, like I spoke with someone, even if you publish, people already made up their minds.
We manipulated,
so
right?
You know, so it is.
But I think it's still good. We publish,
because everything is on Google. All the statistics, the way the voting went
from Google Analytics anyway. Because we didn't do it, we used Google Analytics.
I mean, how many are we that we're going to do? We had 3,444
votes, right?
So how many are we to make a difference?
Right. So these are the things that we need to factor in moving on to the next. And I think we continually need to keep making efforts, right, to be a part of this. Some people may be feeling that they are bigger than this award, but I can tell you categorically that this award is changing lives, which is the goal. I think Mr. Wale during his speech that day made mention of it, that once you receive this award, it's something that you can tell that you are the best in that category for that particular year. So
you can brag about it.
Yeah, that way it can encourage
your community
others.
Made you.
Yeah,
it's exactly. Community is not anybody.
Exactly. So the next one, the person within that same category that wants to step up, that wants to be the best business, can of course step up their game. And this supposed to be a challenge, not a competition, but a challenge for you to be better at what you do, for you to grow at what you do, for you to make impact at what you do, for you to be, and so you can benefit from what the people are saying. And as a business owner, as an individual, as a community, I want to believe that people are your customers anyway. So they are the ones to determine who is their best within that same category. Not me, not Mr. Wale, not the Afrocentrik TV.
A lot of people won that this was the first time they're coming on board. There are lots of people who were not there last year.
Like even there was a guy that won the sports thing. I had the opinion that somebody else was going to win.
Yeah, me too.
But even in my mind, I'm like, this is for this. This is someone that I know for sure. I see him everywhere. I even pushed it myself on my status to just promote, because I even wanted my children to join the department or the category that he was nominated for. But when the votes came, somebody else took over. I don't even know about this person. When I saw the name, I'm like, who is this person? If not until later that I now went on social media and I found out that person, I'm like, oh, okay, so this person too have a lot of followers, but maybe just not in the category that I was thinking. Maybe, sometimes you think you have the biggest farm until you go to other people's farms and realize that yours is just a tiny bit, maybe yours is just an acre of 50 acres, possessed by the other person. So that's exactly what happened. And I hope your feedback is very, very essential. We will love it. We'll love to read it. We'll love to implement most of it, if not all of it. Of course, we can't take it all in. We can't balance it all. We will keep improving as time goes on.
And also something also came up with the award titles. Someone was saying this category, this person, we need to break it down.
Oh, it should have been broken down
into several other categories.
We have 42.
We have too many awards.
Let me tell you, I wrote it down here just so it doesn't feel like something I'm coming up, off the top of my head. We have 4 categories of awards and 1 honorary award. And of these, we have 220 nominees. 220 nominees.
In all the 4.
And we have only 42 awards. Right? 42 awards. So imagine 42 awards and we only have less than 3 hours to present all of this.
And then you didn't mention the honorary, which is another set of 10 to 12 people.
Right. The honorary category. So that tells you that's about 50 something altogether.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
When we become big or bigger, then we can afford to keep people for 4 hours.
Yeah, when they have something to do. Maybe when we can bring the Olamide, the Ashakes, the Burna Boys, and the Davidos.
Why don't we have some award categories and give prior to the dates? Because why do you want to give people, awards
on the back
and the back.
When they can be celebrated.
Yeah, everybody deserves to be
for them, the
celebrated.
community
So if you want to give me an award, you know, without celebrating me, then what's the point of giving me an award?
Doesn't serve the purpose.
So, and we can't have too many awards. So, but for now, like I said, bear with us. This thing
we can only get
improving.
better. We can only get better.
So, you know, when we think it's fit, then we can now say, okay, let's break this down into this and that, so that more people in that, you know, area or in industry can benefit more. So, I mean, just bear with us for now. So
yeah, so I'm glad it was a huge success, at least to us. We thought we didn't do so well, but from the feedback we got this year, that you guys stepped it up. You know, it was you know, the ambience was greater than last year. It wasn't uptight. This was this. The flow was good, and the team. Oh my goodness, we have the best team. Oh, we have the best team. Oh my goodness, our volunteers, our planner. From people working in the back end, to Kumbo, Shegun, Ayo, what is that other gentleman? Richard, and the lady Tosin Makindo, my goodness. You know, Sally, Bola,
appreciate, you know, their support,
Wale,
you know,
Ladi Doherty, Kafi, Dolapo, Shakira, Tolu, Lara, my honey bunny, of course Kumbi, Mr. Ollis, you know, who else am I missing? Anyone? I can just keep going on, and these guys were awesome. Oh, and then Ari, oh my goodness, thank you so much. The
voiceover was great.
Was awesome. And you were in the back and you didn't mix Master Brown. Salute, boss. You know, sincere appreciation. Year in, year out. You always stood by us. Prudence, Dr. P, Priscilla, yes, that's you, girl. I saw you on the red carpet. And our performers. Oh my goodness. And these people did it pro bono. Phone me. I see you, Mr. Jakai. God bless you for us. I mean, she flew in all the way. She took over the event and it was glorious. Words Blog for all your support.
Yeah, all our sponsors.
You know, you guys are.
We have a bunch of them.
We are coming to see you.
Real Estate.
Yeah, we're coming to see you.
Victor Loffimakin. Wazobia Homes. Wazobia.
Discovered Homes.
Grains and Solid. I mean, I really appreciate your support. She was just always calling.
Are you guys okay? Yeah. What do you need? Let me see if I can help you get sponsors and things like that. See you on the spot. That's so I hope that ends you. I'm great. Logistics. This on the spot. What is it called? She supplied us drinks.
Yeah, that pineapple drink.
Oh my goodness! Everybody was talking about that. I hope that ends your business.
Wendy's jewelry,
Wendy's Picture Perfect, that 360. I launched that. I was
TLC
beautiful.
photography. You know,
bravo.
We can keep going on, and
I think I'm missing someone.
Mrs. Adiola
Salvador. Yes,
you know, she was awesome. She was always calling. Do you guys need this? What can I get for you and all that? And also Dr. Honorable Gracie Chuku also, she was also there, you know, to support us.
My guy.
A lot of people.
My guy.
Oria Daffy.
Farmers Insurance.
State Farm.
Oh, State Farm, sorry. State Farm
Insurance. She was
my
awesome.
guy, Honeycast, Kazim. God bless you for us, man. The Small Chops was awesome. Everybody enjoyed it, and I hope that earned you business also.
And
all our sponsors, the ones that set up their tables, the one that sponsors just, you know, in the books and whatever. We sincerely appreciate you. We hope everything you did for us earns you 1,000 folds of businesses back to your pockets. We appreciate you, Wazobia, you know, and the team. Thank you all so much. Thanks to our volunteers, the young ladies that I couldn't remember their names right now. Thank you. My children. God can only bless you guys for us. Our children. God can only bless you guys for us. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We'll do this again next year. So may God keep your strength for you so you can help us more times, you know, multiple times. Project us in the global community. And we're talking about the honorees for the Global Leadership Awards. Global Leadership Awards, it's a category where, you have an organization speaking on behalf of us Africans in diaspora and fighting the fight against government organizations, against communities, just so we can have a voice, just so we can be at top. We can, utilize our materials, our resources, human capital, and then natural resources, globally, but, focusing on us in diaspora, bringing, wealth back where we call home. Could it be Ghana? Could it be Cameroon, Nigeria, Chad, name it. And here we are, they are the most honored, and I'll call out their name as they are the Africa Private Sector Summit, APSS. They won the award. They are our honorees for the 2023 Afrocentrik EVA Awards. And here is their awards. Thank you for bringing it to the studio so we can showcase it to, you can see it's freshly packed.
So this is the
award category.
For the
Can
Global
I touch it? I want to feel like
Award. I won't want to pop this open yet. Africa Private Sector Summit. Yeah.
So this is the beautiful award. See, you can tell the cover is still on there. So it's the 2023 Afrocentrik Awards, Global Leadership Awards, is given to the Africa Private Sector Summits. That is APSS, and this is their citation.
Yeah, I would just like to read the citation.
Let me just leave it on here
before we present the awards. So this is what's supposed to take place before the award comes on stage. So the Africa Private Sector Summit. The Africa Private Sector Summit, APSS, is a registered non-profit, non-partisan Pan-African organization serving as a think, do, thank. It brings together diverse stakeholders, including the private sector, public sector, civil society, labor, and academia from Africa and the diaspora. The APSS core mission is to advocate for improved governance, legal frameworks, regulations, policies, and trade and investment environments that foster economic activities in Africa, aligning with Regional Economic Communities, RECs, protocol, and the African Continental Free Trade Zone, Free Trade Area, AFTAC. Functioning as a facilitating think tank, the APSS remains dedicated to promoting the implementation of RECs and AFTAC's protocols, striving to realize the vision of the desired Africa. This is achieved through a web of multi-layered partnership rooted in the African philosophy of Ubuntu. So, and that's the award. It goes to the Africa Private Sector Summit. So I'm going to read the response from the president of the organization. It says, compliment of the season. It is a cherished honor meeting you here. On behalf of all of us at APSS, we are delighted about this award and would like your team to know that we appreciate this more, especially given the role your organization played in promoting APSS 1, which was the first first summit, organized by them. Since then, APSS has continued to grow and all been well. We'll continue to do so in the future. So that's the appreciation, for the awards.
And I want to say,
sent in by the president of the organization.
I want to say thank you, Mr. Wendell. Thank you also to the chairman, Professor Kingsley Chiedu Mogalu.
And this is from Dr. Lucy Newell.
Dr. Lucy,
Newell,
yes, Dr. Lucy Newell. That's the president of APSS, and we got introduced to APSS through Mr. Wendell. Of AFTA. The chairman now is Professor Mogalu. That's the former vice Vice Governor, I think Deputy Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria. Thank you all for what you do. We, on your behalf, I, Kolawole Akinmuyiwa, will accept this award on your behalf, and I'll present it to you, so you can see, I'm showing it to all the cameras in the studio today. It's a beautiful and honorary award, and I hope this serves as a what do I call this, like a statue to represent the good works that you've been doing in our community, and globally. Of course globally. Thank you so much for all you do. And in conclusion today, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Wale, thank you to our guests, thank you to you, the viewers, thank you to all those that made the Afrocentrik Awards a huge success. Thank you to attendees, thank you to our guest of the day, thank you to the bartender, thank you to GSH Event Center, thank you for working with us so closely. We appreciate you all the time. Thank you also to our families that give us the support that we needed to pull this through. It wasn't an easy one, but we'll continue to strive to be better, and also
the community who turned out.
Yes, that's our guest. Yeah, and whatever it is we need to do to make this a better one next year, please don't stop loving us. We will continue to strive and to bring you the best. Again, thank you. Anyway, this concludes this session of the 2023 October. Moving on to November, and I'm grateful for all these opportunities. And again, I remain the host of My Community on Afrocentrik Television channel 27.9. Please endeavor to follow us or to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Afrocentrik Television. Also subscribe to our social media networks through Facebook at Afrocentrik TV and Afrocentrik Houston, and also our Instagram account, which is Afrocentrik TV. Afrocentrik is with a K at the end. And until next time, please stay out of trouble, stay warm because the temperature dropped drastically in Houston, and then remain a good part of our community. Until next time, we'll see you on the next. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.